This is Day of the Devs. I was hoping to stop and actually have like an intro and say, hey everyone, this is Day of the Devs. Welcome to the Talksover.
Yeah, do that then, quick. No?
Hey everyone, this is Day of the Devs. We're doing a quick Talksover. David's about to go, but
I'm also going.
Oh, fucking hell.
Man. He's fucking gone. All right, fine.
Well, me and Sean,
Video games is talking.
me and Sean were talking over Day of Devs, which is always a great hour. So I'm excited for this.
All right, see you later.
Bye then.
Bye.
Well. Oh, it's really quiet now. I should probably turn it back up.
All you have to do right now is sit back and prepare to be inspired. Enjoy Day of the Devs Digital Showcase.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to
I'm
like
excited
stop
to
it.
introduce the first look at a new title from Annapurna Interactive and the developers at No Goblin. Ever wanted to live the fantasy of casing a place, gathering intel, and pulling off a heist?
Okay, I've updated the stream names. I'll do a quick social.
Well, in Snap and Grab, you'll be
heist
able to,
game.
and the developers are here to tell you how it's done.
Hello! I'm Saskia, Senior Level Designer and Artist at No Goblin.
I'm Jamie, Senior Animator at No Goblin. And we're excited to share with you No Goblin's
names,
new
I'll do a quick-
upcoming game, Snap and Grab.
Snap and Grab? What does that mean?
I'm glad you asked. Picture this. It's the 80s, and you are nestled between high fashion glamour and high ticket crime.
As Nicky Nevada, the world's greatest photographer, you'll be tasked with visiting a variety of rich and lavish settings, in which you'll have one question on your mind. What will you be stealing tonight?
In Snap and Grab, you will do cool crimes with only your camera and your crew.
As you visit each venue, you will snap a variety of high-ticket items, and anything that might help or hinder your crew's chances of getting to them.
Then, you're done snapping. You'll use your photos to assemble your own step-by-step plan for your crew to grab your future possession.
Oh wow, so you actually
Just
use...
be sure to consider anyone who might get in your
the
way,
photos, then.
including Rio, the detective
just a
who's
case
been
of
on
gathering
Nikki's
intel,
trail
like
for
they're
quite some
actually, like,
time now.
items
Who
and
knows
things.
when
Oh,
she'll
that's
catch
pretty
up.
cool.
As your anonymous deeds make headlines, you'll
Okay,
attract
the
new
socials
crew, giving you
have
access
been
to
quite
new
literally
ways to
posted.
snap and grab.
Will you be able to plan the next perfect heist?
Or will your heist fail spectacularly?
Someone just emailed TCGS saying they're offering us 1.5 million euros, Sean. So that's
yeah.
that's great for us, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, shame James and Dave
Yes.
weren't here.
Obviously, they weren't here when the email came in. Therefore, go.
We can't
It
wait
is
to see what you
ours.
plan
That's our
next
reward.
in Snap and Grab.
Available early next year on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
I'm into that.
Does
Looks
Untitled
really good.
Goose Game ring a bell? It was one of the very early Day of the Devs games, so early in fact,
It's a new
that when we
House
asked the
game.
dev what the name of the game was, they asked, do they have to have a name?
You wouldn't steal a DVD. What a great hat.
House House, based in Melbourne, Australia, is developing a brand new kind of experience that's
I
unlike
should say,
anything
for anyone
else we've
watching
ever
this,
played.
the energy always
But
changes
I'm
on
not
this stream
the right person to
massively when we get to Day of the
describe
Devs,
what
because
it
A,
is. Better served that
Dave
these
and James
games
fuck off, and
morphized
B,
ant
we're just
duck
quite
wobbly
interested in what we're
creature
watching,
thing.
so we can
Yeah.
be really quiet.
Yeah, there's less talking over and more just
Yeah, yeah.
enjoying.
House House. You might know us because of our Goose Game. And we're here today to show you around our new game. It's a
Have we
cooperative
seen this?
multiplayer adventure made for friends to play
Or not?
together.
I can't
It's
remember.
called Big Walk.
Yeah, Big Walk. I've heard
I like
this.
the look of it, though.
We've heard of this, haven't we? Big Walk.
It's a tricky game to describe, but it's mainly about
you're
doing
right.
two things: talking and walking. So talking. It's a big part of Big Walk, and we've put a lot of work into making a proximity voice chat system that feels natural and playful. You'll sound different if you're speaking up close,
Hello.
or far away, or in a tunnel.
Yeah, I was hoping to stop the stream for a second
Or over a walkie talkie.
in between so I can start exporting
Or
and
behind soundproof
uploading to
glass.
YouTube, but that's not happening now.
In a situation like this, where you can't hear each other, you'll need to find other ways to communicate. So we've given you lots of ways to point and gesture,
Oh, there they are.
and plenty of tools to
I
stay
really
in
like
touch
this.
when you're out of
Yeah,
earshot.
I love the difference between like the start of the environment
And
compared
if
to
you can't use
Limbo.
voice chat, or you just don't feel like it, we've also made a proximity text chat system, so you can play the entire game that way as well. Hello.
It's annoying though.
The game is set in a big open world that we've filled with all kinds of stuff. To see it all, you'll need to go for a big walk. Exploring as part of a group is a special feeling. Our chat system makes it important to stick together, so navigating the world of Big Walk requires lots of teamwork and talking.
Oh, that's not like pass.
As you
you play with
explore,
your
you can
friends,
split up
though?
and go off on your own
do they
adventures,
force you
or
to
even
just
lose
be
each other
random?
accidentally.
Oh, surely it'd be a...
When you're apart, you
thing,
won't be able to
but
talk face to face, and so finding a way back together isn't always straightforward. If you get lost in the bush, don't worry. You'll find plenty of ways to stay in touch and find each other again.
Hello? If anyone can hear me, please shoot up a flare.
Thank you.
This building behind me has a challenge in it. Completing challenges like these is the way you make progress through the game. They're all about teamwork, and they're all a little bit different. A lot of them are designed so that you find funny and surprising new ways to talk. You might need to do some miming, or come up with a special code, or even sing to each other.
Okay, so you want to find a speaker that's like...
Okay, this could be quite good.
They're not all about talking though. There's a bit of platforming in there, some sports, and some weirder stuff too.
Stop.
Our challenges are open-ended, and leave plenty of room for you to do things your own way. Like the rest of the game, challenges in Big Walk are about the joy of muddling through things together.
So that's Big Walk.
Oh, I can't
There's
wait.
heaps
Yeah,
to see
that
and
looks
do.
so
There's
good.
also lots of room to just hang out.
See,
in between.
already-
we think there's some real magic.
two games in.
when you forget your
Yeah.
plans and find yourselves doing something else entirely.
You can sit and watch the sunset,
Tell stories as you wait for the night to pass.
Go dancing.
or you could steal your friend's binoculars and kick them into the ocean.
Oi.
Sorry.
We hope you enjoyed this little tour and got a sense of what we think is so special about this game.
When's out this year?
We made Big Walk
Hopefully.
to be a nice way to hang out with your friends in a video game, and we hope you like playing it as much as we do. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
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 What's it on? When's it out? What's it on?
Hopefully everything. 2026. Okay, well, it's...
This next title is from the art director of Journey and the team at Giant Squid, who brought you beautiful titles like Abzu and the
Oh,
Pathless.
this is the
You'll see the DNA of all those games
Yeah.
in this
Sword
one
of
as
the
you surf
Sea.
the sand on your sword and bring the sea back to life.
Big Walk
It's the sword of the
game.
sea.
It says wish list on Steam. No mention of anything else
very
yet.
excited to share with you our latest game, Sword of the Sea.
No platforms, it's just Steam and Epic Game Store.
Sword of the Sea is a atmospheric
Currently.
adventure game where you surf on a sword.
2+ players. It says
And
hang out with
it is
close
trying to
friends,
give
so
you
yeah, it will
the
be.
kind of spiritual experience that you get
Man,
as a
seems a bit
surfer, a
hopeful.
snowboarder, a
Great,
skater.
'cause
It takes a lot of what I've done in my
like when I
previous
played Abzu,
games,
I was
going
like,
back
oh,
all the
man,
way
this
to
is
Journey,
really
Abzu,
a
the
lot
Pathless,
like
and
that
you're
game
going to see
company.
those elements in the game, but it's
Yeah, I
going
didn't
to
mind
take
And
Abzu.
the
somewhere
Pathless
new.
was a bit of a departure, but I didn't really get on with it. And now, like, that game company just do
Sword of the Sea is all
Sky
about
now.
movement.
Yeah, 'cause that's
getting
like
into
a
flow
big online
state.
thing, isn't it, now?
And
Yeah,
it's something
yeah.
that, as a
So,
snowboarder, I've experienced
well up to Giant
myself.
Squid to just
I
come in
feel
and
like there's this kind of magical
do
experience that
journey
you
type
have
stuff.
with these extreme sports. When you're doing it, you actually find this kind of meditative quality. You are moving very quickly, but you get to understand nature in a way that you can't otherwise. You get to see the whole mountain at once, and that lets you kind of connect with the world in a deeper way.
Yeah, if
And I
the
think that's what we
sand
wanna do.
But again, it's
surfing
like-
feels great, or
Yeah.
if the traversal feels great, then that's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah. But again, it's like, oh, it's all sandy and there's a big mountain in the distance.
I'm really excited because Sword of the Sea has music written by Austin Wintory, a longtime collaborator who I work with on Journey.
Oh,
and
Austin
countless
Wintry,
countless-
okay, yeah.
And he's
Same
done
as
countless other
Journey
game
again.
scores.
Right.
But it also has movement inspired by the old skating and snowboarding games. So if you played the Tony Hawk games, if you played the old snowboarding games, you're going to love the way that you move in Sword of the Sea. We can't really guarantee that the game will be a spiritual experience for players, but what we can do is create the environment, the conditions
and the
under
tools
which
that's going to
you
enable
might
that, yeah.
have one. Sword of the Sea is coming out this year, August 19th, on the PlayStation 5 and PC, so wishlist now. Thank you.
Man, Xbox in the mud.
World exclusive is a sequel to a game that has over
No one gives a
4
shit, do they?
million players and counting. A runaway hit, if there ever was one. But to make a sequel, you have to bring something new to the genre, something evolved, and that's exactly what this developer did.
What game was this?
I don't know. Yeah, Escape Academy.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, but that was only ever 2-player, and I think that, for me, I was like, oh, if it's 4, it would have been...
And it was annoying the way it worked. Because even if you were playing online, it was split screen, and progression only counted for player 1. Yeah, that's dumb. Quite low res. It's just running on a Switch.
Let's get back to school. Okay.
Hi, I'm Wyatt with Coin Crew Games, and we're here to announce Escape Academy 2, Back to School, the sequel to Escape Academy.
I should really finish the first one.
Escape Academy 2 is an open-world escape room game, where between your escape room classes, you can explore a living and breathing campus that functions as one big escape room. We felt inspired by games like Animal Well and the Legend of Zelda series, and how they leverage free roam puzzle solving, so we're really excited to bring that.
Yeah, you're right, it's quite low res.
Our background as a studio is in building immersive narrative escape rooms. So when we started making a sequel for Escape Academy, we asked ourselves, how can we push that even further? We looked at feedback from the first game, and the #1 most requested feature, by a huge margin, was more academy, to really get to be a student at the school. This time around,
Number 2 was players, but we're ignoring us.
to go to classes, meet other students, and most importantly, find lots of rooms to lock yourself up in.
What was once a 2D level select map is now a fully realized explorable space. Whether you're returning to the academy or stepping in for the first time, you'll find yourself in a world full of unique environments, from dusty puzzle archives to hidden rooms in unsuspecting places. The campus is designed to reward curiosity with secrets tucked into every corner for players to discover. From lighting and atmosphere to environmental storytelling, we've pushed every element to heighten immersion and mystery.
For Escape Academy 2, our approach to narrative is to really lean into the roleplay of embodying a student at the academy. You can talk to your fellow escapists to unlock quests, discover lore, and naturally get hit with a deluge of groan-worthy puns. Apologies in advance. Over the course of the game, you'll puzzle your way through character-driven quest lines that string together campus challenges and escape rooms, taking you through your second-year curriculum and the game's central mystery. If you want to get a sneak peek at the game and help us unlock its full potential, join our Discord and sign up for a playtest. We'd love to borrow your brain.
Wishlist Escape Academy 2 today on Steam, and we'll see you when you get back to school.
Devo, Smashing Pumpkins, Lush. All these bands are part of the 80s, 90s
Oh, is this
vibe
gonna be
that is
Mixtape? Yeah.
from the prolific creators of The Artful Escape. But this is not a music game or a game about music. It's a game about life and friends and the music that gets us through it.
Oh, hi. I'm Johnny Galvatron from Beethoven Dinosaur, here in Melbourne Rock City. This is our secret hideout where we make video games. This is one of our artists.
Yeah, he looks like someone who worked on Artful Escape.
We're the BAFTA award-winning team behind The Artful Escape.
You won a BAFTA? I was going to say you won a BAFTA.
What's next? We're making a mixtape.
I thought we were in Jeff Keighley's theme. We're in Day of the Devs too. Oh, cool. Mixtape is a coming-of-age action-adventure game about 3 friends on their last night together, listening to a perfectly curated soundtrack. It's a psychedelic retrospective, a musical journey that documents the breadth of their friendship and their greatest hits. whole game is a mixtape. The music is a mixtape. There's a mixtape of mechanics, from skateboarding to pulling slushies, a mixtape of eras, a mixtape of art styles and media, designed to take you back to the teenage wasteland.
We gonna get your stash and keep going?
That's a rookie move.
Yeah, have we talked
Like,
about
what would you call that style where it's like low
I'll go up to
frames?
my room and immediately bolt? Dad, give away you're grabbing booze.
I suppose it's just
But is
mimicking
the music any
stop
good?
motion animation,
Holy
isn't it?
flipping meatballs, let me tell you all about
So
it.
I love it. It looks so good.
Thank you very much. We got Joy Division, Devo, I love Devo, Smashing
Got
Pumpkins,
a lovely blue Yeti there on the side.
Roxy Music,
Probably they were. I assume they're
Silverchair,
influenced
Lush,
by our
The Cure,
our ads.
Susie and the Banshees, Stan Bush, the Jesus and Mary Chain, the unkillable Iggy Pop, and apparently many more.
Yeah, insert coins. He's animating on twos.
Right. Yeah, it just. I guess it looks good, or maybe it's just something part of my brain just because it's I don't know, like it's different to how you obviously often see these things. This are good, and I guess you would say that until the Dusk game. Was it? What's the one we loved? It was kind of Life is Strange-esque.
Played on Game Pass day one,
Dusk.
wishlisted on Steam,
Oh,
played on PlayStation or Epic
Oh
or
my god, what
whatever.
was it called?
We had that in the cutscenes.
I didn't want to get all sweaty and shit.
Something Dusk.
Fair.
Mixtape.
Sean's quite quiet.
Sorry, I can fix that in a second.
Did you see that
How's that?
Drinkbox Studios just announced
Nice.
their next title, Blighted, moments ago at the Summer Game Fest? Well, now they're here to give you an in-depth look at the game.
Hey, I'm Ian, the lead designer at Drinkbox Studios.
How's Dusk Falls? That's what it's
Augusto,
called.
our director at Drinkbox.
We're excited to finally tell you about our new game, Blighted. Blighted is a hardcore action Metroidvania set in a psychedelic Western nightmare. The game's full of mysteries and secrets, and one of its coolest features is a dynamic difficulty system that constantly changes the enemies, the player, and the world around you as you play.
People in this world have a sacred ritual. When someone dies, a seed is planted in their brain. Over time, a tree grows from their skull and bears fruit. By eating this fruit, one gains a knowledge and experience of their ancestors. That's how it was for generations. That is, until the one they called Sorcisto defiled the ritual. He discovered that by eating brains raw, he gained immense power. Sorcisto ate the fruits, destroyed the trees, and devoured your entire community. And in doing so, he released a reality-altering disease known as Blight. As the lone survivor, you have a singular goal. Hunt down Sorcisto to reclaim the memories of your people.
Now, like the rest of the world, you're afflicted with blight. It's constantly overtaking you, making enemies aggressive and unpredictable, and changing your perception of the world. You can find ways to suppress it, or you can harness it to fight back even harder. With practice, you'll be chaining together finishers, taking out huge blighted beasts, devouring their brains, and using their memories to fight.
It looks
and
nice. It's
war.
obviously very Hades.
With enough
but
blighted memories, you'll start
yeah,
to
I'm
see
alright
new
with it.
layers
Yeah.
of reality,
As I say,
reach hidden
I trust these
locations,
to
and discover
make
new
a good one.
gameplay
So.
mechanics.
Blighted marks our studio's first venture into 3D, allowing the art team to bring their designs to a whole new level as they craft gorgeously eerie worlds for you to explore. You'll be making your way through remains of long-dead civilizations, manifested nightmares, through mines carved into the interior of petrified giants, and scaffolds to the gods. Drinkbox has a rich history with action games, from Guacamelee to Severed to Nobody Saves the World, and we're excited to craft another one that will put your skills to the test.
The second game you missed, Ben, was
Blighted
Big
will
Walk,
support
and it
full
looks
co-op like many
brilliant.
of our
Oh, it looks
past
so
games.
good.
I mean, we saw it before. We probably did something last year, and it
Soundtrack
looked awesome,
you'll
and it
never
looks
forget.
just as awesome now.
We're excited for you to try the game, and we're aiming to have a playable demo later this year.
Wishlist the game on Steam and follow us on social media to make sure.
People on Blue
you
Sky
don't
slagging
miss
off the guy who wore the make
next
FPS is
title
great
is
again.
from
Oh,
bonafide
Spafford!
Data Devs alumni, Outerloop, whose games Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age have both been previously celebrated in our showcases. Outerloop prides itself on being
Once again,
a
this just makes me
minority-led
miss
studio with a mission
Idle
to create
Thumbs.
accessible but meaningful games about underrepresented
Because
cultures and
he was on
themes.
there.
This title is a beautiful and vibrant example of just that. This is Dosa Divas.
Yeah, people are ripping that guy with a hat apart.
Just having a look, yeah. You wouldn't promote your game while wearing a stupid hat.
So hungry.
Yeah, people are hating it.
It's like it's one of those things, isn't it? As soon as you see it, it's like, look, I don't even know what your angle is, but clearly that is misjudged.
Yes. Yeah, Jacob Geller's like, if I was a dev and spent 9 years working on a game and my boss went on stage and looked like this much of a jackass, I'd be so pissed. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eka, Creative Director of Outer Loop Games, and I want to introduce you to our new
Banging
game,
hair.
Dose of Divas, a spicy narrative-based RPG. Platform through vibrant villages, battle corporate goons.
Yeah, I love the muted colour palette on this.
Reconcile with loved ones. And eat
Stylized
one last meal
characters, nice,
before
yeah.
saying goodbye.
It's great.
Double jump, drill, and grapple your way through the world to discover local ingredients, hidden paths, memories, and new friends. Engage in a flavorful turn-based combat system where every attack packs some heat.
So cooking, turn-based RPG,
especially when you
yeah,
time
platforming.
it. 3D platform. Hitting the action button as the hit lands amplifies your attack damage and strengthens your blocks against enemy attacks. Use boost points at the start of your turn to multiply damage on attacks and skills. Match enemy flavor cravings to break down their defenses and leave them stuffed. Cook up made-to-order food to wake up villagers from
That's
a
quite good.
processed food-induced haze using the expressive cooking system. Delivering delicious, hearty meals reconnects communities with their culture, history, and shared memories, and increases your reputation. Serve up looks like customizing your spirit Met goddess. Create your own spicy style with custom wraps and accessories.
What was that cooking indie game that I liked a bit?
Will be out in early 2026.
Yeah, great one, yeah. What knowledge? Yeah, like that was all about the cooking and the culture and whatnot, and it was interesting. It didn't quite do quite enough, but I did enjoy it.
Breaker have teamed up with our buds at Devolver. They're mixing things up with surreal, interdimensional demon horror. It's a genre, right?
The skating one?
Is it a genre?
Not Demon
this
Skate.
Is,
what happened
the
to that?
Heart Machine game.
Oh, okay. Whatever happened to Demon Skate? Was that what it's called? The Crystal Skate Story, yeah.
Apparently it's still out this year. Possessors, that was. I don't know if this is it though. The situation. Oh wait, yeah. No.
Oh, it's a Devolver one, Skate Story, so maybe we'll see it later.
Yeah, well, that's not released date, but like I said, I think it's supposed to still be out this
Yeah,
year.
it still says that on the Steam page.
Yeah.
There was a new trailer back in March, so.
Right, this is okay. That looked nothing like what we've seen in the first one. Okay, this is more in line with the first one. I hope this is good because Hyperlight Break has been troubled, to say the least.
All right. There's an amazing movie called Possessor. Is this called Possessors? Yeah.
Possessors, yeah.
It's like from Brandon Cronenberg. It's
I'm
like body
Miriam,
horror.
producer
It's
at
really,
Heart
really fucking
Machine,
good.
Working on Possessors. Possessors is a search action game set in Senzu, a corporate-run city which has been overrun by demons. What you've just seen is one of 4 animated shorts we made with Powerhouse Animation. They each tell the story of how a character or a creature from Possessors survived the attacks of the demon, or how they perished. In Possessors, you play as Luca, a teenager from Senzu who was injured in the disaster. Luca was forced to make a deal with a demon named Rem for both of them to survive. Rem possessed her, healed her, and made her strong. Now Luca and Rem are stuck together and forced to get along. They'll have to climb Senzu's skyscraper and fight through hordes of feral demons to escape the city. Along the way, Luca and Rem will discover what Senzu's corporate master were hiding. and piece together what happened by sharing their memory of the past. On behalf of the team, we're all very excited for you to play Possessors, which comes out later this year. In the meantime, you can wishlist Possessor on Steam, or try Luca's new Demon Power for yourself. A demo of the game will be available later today.
Oh, nice. Cool. We'll play that.
Moonlighter hooked me with its novel shopkeeping gameplay, its clean combat, and its satisfying dungeon-to-market gameplay loop. I could seriously play it all day, and I did. The developers at Spain-based Digital Sun seem to have made some ambitious upgrades to its sequel, including an expansive 3D world, a big change from its previous pixelated form. I hope you're as excited as I am to take a peek at Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
See that person at the end of the corridor saw them and was like, nope, I'm not going to walk down there.
I'm beyond thrilled to share this
They're filming, get out!
and show what's in store for Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
I never got around to playing Moonlighter properly.
No.
Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
People seem to love it.
One
of us did.
Enter into ever-changing dungeons to fight enemies.
It wasn't me
and
and you,
find
so.
Then
It definitely
you go to
wasn't
your shop,
James.
sell
Okay,
your
must be
loot,
David.
and turn
Has
the
to be
stock
David.
profit to get better gear. This unique blend of gameplay is what made the first game so special, and now we're bringing it to a whole new dimension of quality and ambition. Talking about new dimensions, this entry begins in Tresna.
Also, the game now looks a lot more like the art, the key art.
After one of his
Yeah,
adventures.
that's good.
He won't be alone though. Old and new faces will join him along the way. For now, let's jump straight into the portal, where every adventure unfolds and both battles and looting take place. From the arid lands of Hodu to the grassy landscapes of Aeolia, each biome offers new mechanics, enemies, and rewards. Combat has been vastly improved, with some enemies specialized in ranged weapons, while others focus on close combat. Once you clear a room, several things can happen. You might find a perk, in-run effects that can increase Will's power and unlock new abilities. The other option might sound familiar to veteran merchants, as you can also stumble upon a chest. Inside, you'll find tons of priceless relics. Depending on where you place them, relics will unleash all kinds of effects. Backpack management will influence the outcome of your expeditions. Unlike in the first game, you'll be able to see the base value of each relic, although backpack effects can double or triple your profit. Let's say that you keep the adventure running. Let's say that you even feel brave enough to face one of Moonlighter's 2 bosses. These battles will put your skills to the test. Take the so-called Herald, for instance. This is one of the first bosses of the game, and shows how the combat has evolved since the first Moonlighter. The Herald will throw projectiles and beams non-stop, forcing you to find cover and dodge hits. He's also protected by a sound barrier that you'll need to deactivate before striking back. Merchants need to be smart.
It's quite good, actually.
It doesn't matter how far you get. Successful runs leads to the same place, your shop. The shop is where you put a price on your loot and try to get the best deals. There are ways to influence the outcome. For now, all I can say is, haggle hard, sell harder. Well, there's actually something I can already share with you. Just like the perks in the dungeons, you can also unlock special effects each time you open your shop. They can potentially skyrocket your profit, unleashing powerful synergies and selling streaks. You never know what will happen when you open your shop. That's why we call it a shopkeeping roguelike after all. That's it for now. After nearly 7 years since the original Moonlighter was released, we hope you are as excited as we are.
7 years.
Please stay tuned to our socials for all things Moonlighter 2: The Endless
There you
Vault.
go, some Game
See you in
Pass.
Tresna.
Nice. But the original Moonlight must have done so well if they're 7 years later and they're just giving us a sequel.
Advance our medium by creating games for new audiences and to hopefully entice those who might not be usually interested in playing a video game to take an interest. From Thomas Waterzoo, creator of Please Touch the Artwork, this is Please Watch the Artwork.
Isaac played and finished Please Touch the Artwork too.
Welcome to Day of the
Just by
Devs
himself. Alright.
ASMR edition. My name is Thomas Waterzoo, and I'm a developer from Belgium. I'm the creator of Please Touch the Artwork, a series of casual and accessible games based on real paintings, where I explore what would happen if we did touch the artwork. I usually start by choosing a painter I like, and then think about what gameplay could fit their art style. For my third game, I fell in love with American realist painter Edward Hopper, but this time, you're not gonna be touching artworks. You're just gonna be watching them. At night. Please watch the artwork is a psychological spot the difference game, where you are a night watch at the Museum of Animated
Mama instead of
Modern
MoMA. Nice.
In short, Mama. Your job is simple. Watch the paintings and report any anomalies. However, these are not your everyday paintings. They are alive, and there is a mysterious sad clown wandering around, spreading their
There's a black
sadness
toe.
over all the
Yeah.
paintings. You're gonna need a good memory, focus, and lots of coffee to avoid this from happening. If you don't know Edward Hopper,
I'm well up for this.
Yes, it's
You don't
great.
need to
I haven't
know
even heard of the
to
first one,
enjoy
or
the
the
game.
first two, I guess.
But he's most
They're
famous for
quite
his
different.
painting, Nighthawks. He depicted themes like
The first one,
loneliness,
what I played of the
urban
first one was all
isolation.
sort of
So for me, it
colour
made
and
sense to
shape-based
create a
puzzles, and then the
psychological
second one was
horror
like more like a point and click
I also wanted
adventure.
a
Like you're this
mechanic
character
that made
moving through the
people really
paintings.
look at the paintings, hence the spot the difference gameplay.
Yes, it's
There
really
are
interesting.
No jump scares in this game, and no monsters. The only things that are chasing you are the feelings of paranoia, self-doubt, and maybe some nostalgia towards Hopper's America from the early 20th century.
Yeah,
Okay,
it feels right. This
you've
will
got
not
some
be suitable for
clowns,
Isaac.
but
Although
they
I'm
are
glad that
kinda
you pointed out
harmless.
there are no jump scares or
It's
anything.
just you, the night,
So suitable for you,
and the
just not for
Yeah.
Isaac.
I
Yeah.
don't have a release date
Oh.
yet, but you can now wishlist the game on Steam. However,
That's coming to Switch.
and don't tell this
Yeah,
to
in.
anyone, it's probably gonna be around Halloween this year. Thanks to Day of the Devs for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Is he whispering because that's
and I
what you do in
really
an art
hope you like
gallery?
this bizarre little
Or...
thing I
Well, he
made.
said at the start that he's doing it ASMR
Bye-bye.
style, so.
Oh, okay.
We've had a long-time love affair with this next dev at Tribute Games. It goes
Well
all the
done.
way back to the very first day of the devs, where we showed Mercenary Kings. It's been amazing to see what they've done since then with games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, which is a huge nostalgic bomb, and they're set to deliver again with Marvel Comic Invasion.
Hi, I'm Frédéric Gemus. And I'm Kevin Chiasson. We are part of Tribute Games from Montreal, Canada, and are currently working on Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a retro-inspired beat-em-up set in the Marvel
show
universe.
Scott Pilgrim as well.
When
so it's
Annihilus launches an attack across the galaxy,
Mm.
it's up to 15 Marvel superheroes to save the day.
So far, we've announced Captain America, Spider-Man, Venom, Wolverine, Storm, Nova, Phyla-Vell,
And we've just revealed that Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk are joining the fight.
Each heroes have been designed around their unique
Right, okay,
strengths
so I
and
missed that.
powers.
That's the
Some
point
of
of that
them
trailer
can
was
take
that
on
those two
airborne
characters are
enemies,
being added.
while others
okay.
can deal devastating damage closer to the
Yeah,
ground.
Marvel have done alright. We've got Deadpool VR game. We've got the other Marvel
We also introduced an
fighting game
exciting
that's revealed on the Sony
mechanic,
stage.
a tag team system allowing
Got this
for
here.
instant switching between two
Yeah.
heroes, creating powerful combos and unique strategies.
For level design, we recreated iconic Marvel settings such as the mutant heaven of Genosha, the high-tech mobile base of S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier, plus a thrilling roster of legendary locations across the cosmos. We had a lot of fun inserting fan-favorite references for you to find out in the background, so keep a lookout.
As devoted fans of the Marvel Universe, we saw this project as a huge honor and a great opportunity to celebrate our childhood's fondest memories. Who knew that the countless hours spent at the comic book shop or the arcades would bring us here today?
We hope that Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a true love letter to all fans who grew up with the Marvel Universe.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is coming to PC and consoles this holiday.
And now for something of a moodier persuasion. A horror fantasy life sim, co-directed by the pixel artist from Celeste, with haunting and lovely music from Disaster Piece, composer of Hyperlight Drifter, It Follows, and Fez. And to boot, an amazing group of human developers from Vancouver.
My favourite type of developer.
Oh, it's this one. You saw this once already, right? Can't remember
Oh,
where.
I don't know. Old school Zelda vibes.
Hmm.
Oh, this uses a day-night mechanic.
Hi, I'm Isa, programmer and writer of Neverway.
And I'm Pedro, artist and designer of Neverway. a horror RPG in live sim, and the debut title of our new
Horror
studio called
RPG live
Blighted.
sim.
You play the game as Fiona. After quitting your dead-end job, you try to start over on a farm, a place where you can escape from all your problems and finally start fresh.
But it gets darker. Fiona will find herself indebted as immortal herald of a dead god. With your sword, you can fight in a fast-paced combat, and you can choose your secondary gear to change how you fight, like a hookshot you just crafted.
But remember, you still need to keep your new life on track. You can do things like shopping at the Cellmart or paying your mortgage using your very own Luna OS computer. You can also befriend or even romance more than 10 characters, each with their own special cutscenes and routines that can interact with each other.
And as you get closer to those characters, you can use those relationships to unlock new combat abilities that change the way you fight.
You can farm, fish, and cook, but Neverway doesn't play like a regular live sim RPG. Time progresses in 3 blocks: morning, afternoon, and evening, and you choose when to advance by doing things like eating, sleeping, or reading a manual. The idea is to let you set your own pace, so you can choose when you want to fight, or when you just need a break and see your friends.
Count of 1 so far
You will
tonight.
eventually start searching for the Neverway, a decaying, nightmarish reality that is slowly leaking into yours. There you will learn what's happening to this dark, post-apocalyptic world as you pay out your debt.
If this sounds like your kind of game, you can wishlist Neverway on Steam and stay up to date to our latest announcements. And thank you for watching.
Looks very oppressive.
It does.
It's time
I think
for a
like
world premiere. This one from a studio
it's
based
obviously
in
not
Johannesburg
scary,
called Nyamako.
but I think it'll
Previous
get
title,
me down.
most
Yeah,
modern
it will grind you
platform
down.
semblance, earned them a place on Forbes Africa's 30 under 30
Do you ever play
list in
Signalis?
2018, along with a
I
host
didn't,
of other
no,
accolades.
same reason.
That was-
Since then,
yeah.
we've been hard at work on
Horrible.
Relooted,
But clearly
a
really
heist
good.
game which tackles a political and righteous subject matter. Please take a look.
Yeah, Signalis was fantastic.
Something incognito.
Like a submarine? No, but also fast. Like a jet/submarine.
Can you be serious?
Ready.
Another heist game.
Hi, I'm Market,
Few of
the
them
lead
knocking about,
animated Yamako.
And I'm
alright
Sita,
with it, though.
producer
Yeah, I love a
at Yamako.
heist.
Relooted is set in the near future, where a new treaty has been signed between the West and Africa. The treaty goes that all African artifacts that are on public display must be returned to their country of origin. But museums are using a loophole to avoid repatriation. They begin to only exhibit artifacts in private. Our heist crew is made up of regular people who band together to see these artifacts returned to their country of origin, operating from a hideout in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Character style is great, isn't it? I mean, I haven't played it. Maybe this isn't fair, but it kind of reminds me of Southland Midnight. Some of the styles of the
French
characters, at
government
least.
report estimated that 90% of sub-Saharan African cultural heritage is in the possession of Western collections. That is millions upon
Yeah, this is a
millions
real issue.
of deeply important cultural, spiritual, and personal artifacts, including human remains, that aren't in their rightful place. While the locations in the game are vague and invented, the 70 artifacts in Relooted are very much real.
Oh, okay,
And,
interesting.
as of today,
That's really cool.
reside in Western museums and private collections. Take, for example, the Ngaji drum, a hugely important spiritual item to the Pokomo people of Kenya. It was believed destroyed in 1910. In reality, it had been sent and kept in storage in a European museum. In 2016, a museum let a Pokomo prince visit the drum in storage. He was the first Kenyan in over 100 years to see the drum. It still remains in storage today.
Give it back, you
Before
bastards.
each mission in Relooted, players will receive a briefing where they can learn more about these artifacts, where they are from, their significance, and how they came to be removed from the African continent.
He was taken to England following the suicide of his father and the defeat of the Ethiopians by the British at Magdala in 1868.
Relooted is a combination of action and puzzle. Once you pick up a target artifact, the alarm triggers, and you only have a certain time to get out before security arrests you. The puzzle comes in figuring out your plan, and the action comes in executing it. The heists are made up of 3 phases. In phase 1, you case the joint. collecting information about where the targets are and what obstacles you'll face.
From here, we can smash the security glass and get you up to the next floor.
In Phase 2, you roam the level, carefully avoiding tripping the alarm and preparing your escape route. In Phase 3, you execute, flowing through your plan and evading security systems as you carry Africa's heritage home.
This is great.
This is really good, yeah.
So is the combat, or is it just
Reload is
maneuvering?
coming to Steam,
I think
the
I think
Epic
it
Game
is just
Store, and
escaping.
Xbox Series X
That's
and
good.
S. You can wish list it now.
Remember Patapon, that charming series of games about those little dudes walking around doing stuff and making music? Well, there's a sequel. Well, kind of a sequel. It's a spiritual successor. It's the core team from Sony Japan that made the OG games coming back at you with more charming little dudes doing stuff while making music. Here it is.
Well up for this.
こんにちは。パタボンの原作者であり、現在ラタタンの開発をしております小谷博樹と言います。
そして私はラタタンのリードプロデューサーを務める坂尻和人と申します。
私は現在サーフィンやランニング、そして大好きなけん玉の練習をしている時以外は常に
What a flex.
ラタタンがより面白くなるように努力をしているところになります。
ラタタンはよりカラフルなデザインと、オンラインマルチプレイモード、ローグライトなど新たなゲームデザインに取り組んで日々開発を行っています。
そして皆さんと一緒に育ててきたファンベースはとても素晴らしいものであり、コミュニティに投稿していただける応援のメッセージとか可愛らしいファンアートにはいつも励まされています。
プロデューサーとして日々この業界の苦しさを感じております。ですがこのように自分たちの好きなゲームが作れることに日々喜びを感じています。我々インディーチームですのでまだまだ皆さんの支援が必要となります。今日は、新しいトレーラーをお持ちしましたのでぜひご覧いただきたいと思います。それではどうぞ。
Cammy's right. We are not going to see Marathon at all this week. It's so weird.
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't see the Sony State of Play,
yeah,
we're not allowed to see it now, yeah.
Did you see the, I forget what the handle is now, but basically used to be like Bungie's in-house lawyer. And was let go in the layoffs a few months back.
No.
He was just like, hey, I'm the guy who would have to navigate all this,
Yeah.
this stolen art stuff, but not there anymore, so...
Oh, man. I think we will definitely see it again. I mean, they should just announce a delay.
Well, to be fair, Sony have got previous to just binning games that actually just come out.
Yeah, but then like built by the studio, they're paid lots of money
they
for.
need a return on that investment, don't they? So-
Like of all the studios they've got, this is not one to be like, you know.
Oh, get in.
Day of the
That's
Devs
soon.
そして素
Well,
晴らしいファンの皆さんに感謝を込めまして乾杯
This next game, led by
Pass
the
us the milk.
legendary Warren Spector of Epic Mickey and Deus Ex
Cheers, bud.
fame, is a totally new take on stealth. His talented team is
Ooh.
making something like nothing else. It's an evocative game set in a turn-of-the-century universe, and I cannot wait to play it.
Hi, I'm Warren Spector, Chief Creative Officer at Other Side Entertainment.
Blimey.
At Other Side, we don't play it safe.
Been a while.
We take chances, we tackle hard problems, and we do what's right for games and gamers. And what's right now...
Man, the original Deus Ex on PC, that
it's a multiplayer
was such an
stealth
experience.
action game, unlike any action
I
or
absolutely love
stealth
that.
game you and your friends have experienced before. Response to the idea and what we've been able to show has been terrific. The team behind the game is so excited by the response that we wanted to show you more. So here's an early pre-alpha sneak peek at Other Side's upcoming player-powered game, Thick as Thieves.
Oh, so it's first person.
So
I'm not
we're
complaining just from
trying
that
to
initial
have
footage. I thought it
all
was
the bells and whistles
like
of
side
an
on
immersive
or
stealth game,
or top down.
like hiding in shadows, understanding NPC pathing and vision cones, and timing your movements with them, and lockpicking your way through a guarded location. The X factor to me, however, is probably the presence of other players in the same game.
Okay.
The thing is, I could study the AI all day long. I could study the levels all day long. But the other thing is, I don't know what another player is going to do. Are they going to actually pickpocket me? Making, situations that are just so fun. Something that won't happen in another match ever again. I think that's the thing that I'm looking most forward to seeing players do.
I can feel like a real master of stealth or deceit or cunning, because I'm not just outsmarting NPC AI, which can be satisfying, but it's an actual human being that I'm getting the best of.
So one of our core design pillars in Thick as Thieves is to play with your ears. And to me, that means a lot as audio director, because you understand your surroundings at all times. You understand where you are on the map. You can hear where other thieves are. You can hear other threats like guards. You could also be able to tell, like, oh, I'm in this quiet environment, and then I can hear outside it's very loud. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, okay, if it's raining
you might be right.
and there's a thunderstorm,
Find these
maybe
things
that can
tense enough
mask
without
some of
other
my
people
sounds so
being
I can
around.
kind of go in undetected. And a lot of this is not faked. If you hear a train in the background in the distance, there's actually a train passing by in the world. Every thief for themselves, right? Thieves going at it 1v1v1. And one thing that I really like to do is kind of stay back in the shadows and watch everyone go at it. People are falling into my traps and then just waiting for the right moment to swoop in.
This could be really interesting though, as a stream or
So every match is
as a multiplayer experience
the
in
weather
general.
changes, the locations of the clues or the loot, the guard patrols, and of course the players are always on their own separate quests. So really anything can happen.
So is everyone going for the same? I guess they're going for different objectives.
We've been working on this game for a while now, and I'm just totally stoked
But then
that
if
other
you've all got
people
different
are excited
objectives,
about
why
it
not
too.
just leave each other
I
to
really
it?
want to get this game in front of more players as soon as we
There
can.
must be
And I'm
bonuses,
hoping that many
yeah.
of you will sign up for a playtest. We'd love to get your feedback on the game, and we'd love to show you what we've been putting together over here. So thank you very much.
This is a new title from a
That was
longtime
great.
collaborator of ours, both at Double Fine Presents, where we published our game Kids, and here at Day of the Devs, where we've highlighted titles like Time Flies. Here's a first look at their new game, Pocket Boss.
Did Time Flies come out?
Hi, I'm
Oh.
Mario. I'm roughly half
I
of a
remember
small
that looking
studio
really
called
funny, and
Playable
then-
based in Zurich, Switzerland. I worked on games like Plug and Play and Kids. But now I'm looking forward to show you something brand new, Pocket Boss. Pocket Boss is a short
No,
game
Time Flies
about
is not
the
out
small
yet.
joys of
Coming
manipulating
in 2025.
As a remote worker, you're in touch with your boss through a chat interface and will get all kinds of requests. Be smart, erase competitors with one swipe of a finger, navigate the stock market without crashing, and generally find easy solutions for hard problems. Your boss will verify if everything looks correct, and most importantly, beautiful.
This is great.
But as you do all that, the charts start to get a life of their own. They go wild. Will you be able to tame them? Or maybe even find your own satisfaction on your way to success? Pocket Boss is an intimate encounter with data exploring the secret life of charts. The game will come out later this year.
This is so inventive, isn't it?
Yeah, love this.
You can find more information and a link to the Steam page on pocketboss.ch. Thank you.
cool.
This autobiographical game is all about food and our complicated relationship with what we eat and what we see when looking at the scale.
Oh, this is
Its neat
Consume Me.
gameplay unpacks the
This looks really
frustration
good.
and even the strange humor of cooking, eating, working out, and more. And we finally have a release date.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm AP.
We're the co-directors of Consume Me.
Consume Me won the
I'm not important enough to be in focus.
AP?
More importantly, it's about to
That
get
spelling
its
Seamus?
release date announced at Day of the Devs.
After we talk specifically about how cool it is.
Yeah, why wouldn't they get him in focus as well?
Did
Yeah, I
you
don't
feel
know.
like a complete jerk and or a loser in high school? Well, I did.
And I did not stop her from spending several years of her adult life letting me make a hardcore role-playing game about it with her.
I was not my high school valedictorian. My grades were a toilet emoji. Furthermore, 0 European museums had ever yet featured an exhibit of my art. So the only thing I could think of to want to do was get hot. That's where you come in. Are you tough enough to help cartoon me get hot?
Each story chapter in Consume Me sees Jenny with new goals and not enough time to comfortably accomplish them.
You, the player, must manage her schedule by making meticulous decisions about how to spend her free time.
Every activity costs or boosts different
It's really
resources.
good.
These activities often involve mechanically hilarious minigames.
In Consume Me, putting food on your lunch plate is a puzzle game.
You can buy a sponge at the corner store to make the hitbox bigger in the bathroom cleaning minigame, and you can also wear a special outfit that results in your mom giving you more money if you clean the whole bathroom.
Yoga might kill you.
Encounter cash on the
That's
street
it.
while walking your dog.
This part is based on real life, by the way. 1 out of every 16 times I walked my dogs over the past 4 years, I've encountered a crisp 20 on the ground.
Wow.
Can you win the heart of the boy of your dreams? Can you hold on to it? Can you chart a course toward a sustainable future? Can you fit just one more to-do goal on your plate? Or is it already full to bursting?
More importantly, does any of this matter, either in the game or in real life?
We don't have time to spoil the story here.
So you'll have to find out yourself when Consume Me comes to Steam on September 25th, 2025.
Please wishlist it as soon as you can.
Seriously, at the rate of $20 per 16 dog walks, it is going to take me 1,095.89 years to earn $1 million, and we need to make another game after this.
Thanks.
Thanks.
That's good.
Sometimes great games.
That's
can
brilliant,
wonders.
yeah.
If you're lucky, maybe you build a small cult audience, but very rarely do those games go on to inspire huge games like Undertale. That's exactly what happened with this game. Originally released in 2008, and now seeing a release on Steam and Switch, this is off.
Hello, I am Mortis Ghost, a Brussels-based comic book artist and creator of the game Off. Off is a game I made 15 years ago when I was still a big, sweetie, drooling crybaby. It's a Japanese-inspired RPG where you control a baseball batter chasing ghosts in a cubic, strange world. I made this game with no other ambition than to create something funny to show my friends and a few people on the internet. But it got out of my control and became very famous. The reason is that the game is somehow cursed. It harbors a diabolical force that I can't describe. I ask you please not to play it.
This is also good. This is why Day of Devs is so damn good, basically.
Yeah, man.
I'm Ryan Allier and the studio director. It's been a pleasure to work with Mortis Ghost to bring Off to fans old and new. Off has inspired many indie RPGs over the years, such as One Shot and Undertale.
Hey everyone, it's Toby. Off was a big inspiration to me and Undertale, and I hope you will take this chance to play it
I haven't played
either for
Undertale.
the first time or the 100th
No,
time.
me neither.
The thing that came out this week. The thing that came out this week. What was that exactly? Is that extra
new
chapter?
chapter of Deltarune?
Okay, which is a sequel.
Bring it to modern
It's a
platforms.
sequel, yeah.
And it's just a new chapter of that game. Okay. Cool.
I think so.
Plus, we
I
have
don't
a
know
new
if it's
soundtrack,
finished
which you're
now
hearing
or
right
what.
now,
Yeah.
and revamped combat.
You haven't played any of those types of games.
Controversially, never got on with Undertale, and I know it's an all-timer and everything.
proud to announce Off's release date for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
So what do you say for what on Steam?
Switch.
Oh, Switch, okay. Good, and now I'm like, okay, brilliant. I know it's going to run on Switch too.
I mean, I think that would have run on the original Switch.
Well, possibly.
And now, a world premiere from a studio based in Quebec called Game Team 6. This is their second game together, and it's one of those where the title kind of tells you all you really need to know and has you sold before you've even seen a pixel. Please enjoy your first look at Tire Boy.
Hi, I'm Corey Martin.
I'm Thomas Tobin. And I'm Andy Chmalenko.
We're co-creators of Game Team 6, a small studio from Canada making heartfelt games with big ideas. We're so excited to introduce you to Tire Boy, a playful action-adventure platformer about a tire person.
Tire Boy is fast and nimble, leaping through lush environments, solving environmental puzzles, and taking on heroic battles. All while helping locals and uncovering his own past.
Tire Boy may be the last of his kind and was lost as a child. At the start of the game, we learn how he was raised by a large owl named Nestwick and doesn't know much about his family.
The Devolver is at 1
It's a story
a.m.
about connection and curiosity.
Oh, right. So
as
we're
Tire
going
Boy
straight into that.
journeys
Yeah,
through a
it's going
vast,
pretty quick.
unfamiliar world, searching for purpose and traces
was it
of
Day of
its
Devs where we saw the
forgotten
game where
Many of the
it was
locals have
like
grown
a
fond of Tire Boy,
romance
so
sim, but
often
your
asking for things
houses?
ranging from small favors to the game's main
That looked
objective,
great. Have we
which is
heard
to repair a
anything
giant
about that?
radio
Well,
transmitter to help the local community make contact with long-lost travelers.
In spite of its silly premise, we're striving to make the world feel really grounded and genuine.
Another thing we've emphasized throughout development is being playful with the scale of things in the world, wanting to make the player feel small and make you feel like a kid.
I was building
giving you
relationships.
that childlike
Oh,
experience
sorry,
of
Phil,
feeling like everything around you is impossibly big. And that has a
I should do that
meaningful
more
impact
often.
on gameplay.
Just say stuff
given
people
that
have
you
already said
move
in the
fast
chat.
and it
And
feels
then- oh,
more
no, oh, sorry,
satisfying
sorry,
to do
yeah.
so in a giant
Sorry.
sprawling world.
Tire Boy is weird, heartfelt, and full of little surprises. And we've built it to feel like a place you'll want to come back to, whether you're chasing big moments or just soaking in the quiet ones.
Wishlist Tire Boy on Steam now and follow @tireboygame.com on Blue Sky to keep up to date. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Who doesn't love a vacation? Towen took us on a delightful expedition, and the sequel, Towen 2,
Towen.
takes us
Towen
even
2.
further from 2D to 3D. Something we made from Sweden does it again.
First one.
Hello everyone, I'm Lucas,
And I'm Niklas.
co-founders and developers at Something We Made. Some of you might remember us, or even better, our little game Towen from 2021's showcase.
Making Towen was an adventure on its
Yeah, I
own.
like Towen.
We never thought it would bring a whole chapter
Really nice
afterwards
game.
filled with love from all around the world. And that's why it's exciting and honestly a bit scary returning to something
Phil,
so
the
dear to
Devolver
our
show's
and
on
others'
this
hearts.
stream, I believe. Is that
We
right,
teased the
Matt?
game
Yes.
at Wholesome Snack
So
in
they're
December.
right, they're right.
It'll just
and
go
we're
straight from
beyond
this to
stoked
that.
to show the game for the very first time.
Towen 2 is still a photography adventure that resides in a whimsical world, where the main objective is to photograph a phenomenon known as Towen. Set a few years after the original game, our protagonist now jumps into their biggest adventure yet. And what the phenomenon is this time, well, you'll have to discover that yourself.
Along their journey, they'll stumble upon special NPCs we call friends, each with their own personality and questline. These friends allow deeper relationships for the player, aiding them through fears and difficulties, hence becoming friends. Each friend gives the player what we call a camera tool. These tools allow new and interesting ways of interacting with the world through your camera. For example, the scissors, which cut things.
Oh.
Or take the hammer, which, yeah, you guessed it, is great for smashing stuff.
As you might have noticed, we have updated the visuals. It's a crafty mix of render styles that allows
Yeah,
us to
it's much more
reimagine the
detailed, isn't
world
it? It's nice.
without compromising
Not
on the
crisp again.
vibes. And finally, and maybe most importantly, we have a new movement system. It's probably the biggest change compared to Towen 1, and you can now jump and climb your way through the environment. It adds a lot of playfulness for us when designing quests and regions, ultimately making the world feel more free and open.
Yeah, this looks great.
And don't you worry,
They're little
the
dioramas,
handy
aren't they?
camera
Little
continues
environments.
to
They're
be
nice.
the main gameplay component. This time, we made it feel a bit faster and snappier. And tying that in with the new movement, we can't wait to see the photos you'll take.
So to recap, more story, updated visuals, and a fun new movement system, but still the very same chill and cozy experience. The whole team is working so very hard to make Towen 2 something that can stand proudly besides the original game, celebrating what worked while improving the rest. So if you're interested to learn more, go wishlist the game and join our Discord. See you all real soon. Hello!
Are you looking for a way to support Day of the Devs and you just
No,
don't know
not.
what to do? We have a new collaboration with our partners at the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. They have an annual program called Game Maker Sketchbook, which sees a celebration of artistry in games. And we don't mean just concept art, we mean character designs, we mean storyboards, we mean iconography.
Oh, nice.
All the different kinds of art that go into developing a game, they are putting a spotlight on, and it's awesome. This year we worked with an illustrator called Nimit Malavia to make this epic piece that features characters from all the best games of the year. Literally dozens and dozens of characters, a veritable Where's Waldo of every game character that you love. That print is limited edition and on sale at imapit.com. All the proceeds go to the AIAS Foundation and Day of the Devs. Literally, we're nonprofits asking for your dough, but like it doesn't just mean giving money. It means you get something in return too. Isn't that a joyous thing?
We want to give a huge shout out to our flagship sponsor at Xsola, who really helped make Day of the Devs happen this year. Xsola is a global video game commerce company that aligns with our mission to help developers connect directly
Where are
with players
Xsola getting
and
all
sell
their
more
money
games
from?
without
Because they're
giving up
sponsoring
control
so
or
many
exclusivity.
things.
Launching today is a new Day of the Devs activation on the Xsola Mall
like
to
I keep
spotlight some of our
seeing
favorite
them,
games from recent Day of the Devs
So they sponsor the
Scan the QR code
Academy of
below or
Interactive
head to
Arts
this
and
URL to
Sciences
explore some
podcast.
amazing indie
Okay.
games. And thanks again to
And I
Xsola
just
for
feel like I
supporting the
keep seeing
celebration
them
of
sponsoring
creativity
other
and
things.
community.
Thank you, Greg, for that riff on Xsola. We are so happy to have them as our flagship sponsor. But we also have some other sponsors to thank because it takes a village to support Day of the Devs. We are a nonprofit, and every little bit helps. We got our founding sponsors, Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit. We have a whole list of other folks that have been
Why not Double Fine
contributing
working at the
last
moment?
year, and we just want to give them a shout out. Annapurna Interactive, Blumhouse Games, Devolver Digital, Idea
got that
Xbox,
Microsoft money.
47
Take
Communications,
as long as they want.
Panic, PlayStation, Razer, Sabotage Studio, Studio MDHR, Summer Game Fest, and Jeff Keighley and the whole gang at the Game Awards for your continuous support. Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to donate directly to Day of the Devs, you can go to dayofthedevs.org and do so
Must
there.
be so awkward
And remember,
being
Day of the Devs is a
sponsored by Summer Game
501c3
Fest, but also
nonprofit organization.
They must
so
be aware
any
of the
donations
conversation
are
around people
100%
being like,
tax
"Oh, this is
deductible.
so much better than Summer Game Fest."
Yeah.
If you like what you saw here today and
Everyone
want
loves
more,
that one.
just follow us
Yeah.
on the World Wide Web, www.dayofthedevs.org. Please wishlist these games. It means a lot to the developers. And thank you for watching today. Thanks to all the developers for sharing their games. And thank you to all our generous sponsors for making this possible. We'll see you next time on Day of the Devs. Point.
Huge thanks to our friend
Good
Dose
stuff.
One
I don't
for
think there was
providing
a
the beats
single
for today's show.
dud
And please
there.
stay tuned for a musical performance from the game
some I'm
Unbeatable
interested
and the
in
band
more than
Peak
others,
Divide.
obviously.
I'm RJ Lake, and I'm
Right,
directing
hang on.
Unbeatable,
Are things
a game
just
where
massively
music is
delayed?
legal and
I don't want to miss
crimes
anything.
with Andrew
I
Stein
assume-
over at D-Cell. This is a never-before-heard new track from... this is mostly a never-before-heard track from Unbeatable. It's not a live performance, but all the performances in it are live, if that makes sense. That's because the guitarist is playing lead guitar and rhythm guitar and acoustic guitar and is the drummer, and our keyboardist is the cameraman. This should show you probably just how much work goes into even one of the songs on our 100% original soundtrack, which, by the way, starting right now, you can pre-order at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. That's right, at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. You can pre-order the soundtrack and you'll get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including this one. Enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, they're not live on any channel, so we haven't missed anything.
About to get crazy.
Okay, flashing lights.
That was not what I was expecting.
Let's find this stuff a little bit.
So Devolver's after this,
Which
and then
is a
after
shame, 'cause
Devolver, there's an IO.
I remember when they did that House of Wild.
There's the IO
Oh, yeah.
showcase
And it was fucking incredible.
The IO showcase was tonight.
Okay. And then I feel like
if
I've
it's
been
tonight,
back
then
to
yeah.
it since.
Yeah.
This game looks good though. Unbeatable. Yeah, I really have to go for a week. Should I go for a week?
Yeah, I need to go. In fact, let's both go. All right, quick week, Brian. No, I'll wait for you to come back. I was just mad. Yeah, Devolver Digital, I think last year I wasn't blown away by it. And I kind of missed the old Madcap stuff. And I don't think they showed as many games last year, so hoping for a bit more of a return to form myself. Man, you played this. Man, this just 4 years ago. Just 4 years ago. The music's good. Who's his band? What's the game called again? Unbeatable. Game of music is illegal. Well, the music's banging.
That song is called Worn Out Tapes, and it's actually going to be playable in our demo starting during Steam Next Fest on June 9th, alongside Worn Out Tapes' Tally Ho version, which you might recognize from Rhythm Doctor.
I remember hearing that first version of Worn Out Tapes all the way back in 2018, which is when we
hair's
started
class.
working on the game. As time went on, the style of the game's music and the way we designed the charts for them evolved. And it's a full circle moment getting to bring you this brand new edition of the song when made for their final version of the game.
Both the vocal album and the score for Unbeatable just
Hello.
went live
Hello.
on dcellgames.bandcamp.com
going.
for pre-order. And if you pre-order the vocal album, you get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including Worn Out Tapes. And if you pre-order the score, you'll get all the background music from the demo, all the cop fight music, all of the baseball stuff from the demo. You can also listen to all of that starting today on our YouTube channel. And that's basically it for my calls to action for this. What else is there to say besides wishlist the game, play the demo, and thank you a lot. Like genuinely super, we're not here without you. Like genuinely. I don't have anything to say. I don't have any real words. All the planned stuff ended back when I stopped talking about the album. This, I can't really think of a good way to thank you because there is more love that has come into D-Cell than I have any idea what to do with. This game doesn't exist without the support we've gotten so far. So, oh my God, from the bottom of my heart and everyone at D-Cell Games, thank you so much. We're going to continue trying to do the best we can do.
Nice.
Is that how you felt working at XR?
Yes. I did, up to a certain point. Well, that was Day of the Devs.
That was
great as ever. Still produced by Area 5, who like the X1 Up people.
Nice.
Very good.
Like Dose 1. I'm still not over the fact that Dose 1 was like this, you know, hip-hop pioneer with Anticon. And now he just seems to do video game stuff. I mean, fair play to the guy.
Yeah. It feels like that's enough for him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for this to start, do the socials, and go for a quick week 'cause I'm busting.